The very nature of your intelligence is such that if you do something stupid today, tonight your intelligence will bother you, why did I do this? Isn't it so?
Is the hell and paradise are there? How as a common person I believe? I don't believe in any religion.
Well, ask the question that, how do I know there's hell and heaven? How will a common man believe? I don't believe in a religion. Brother, I am asking a simple question. Is robbing good or bad? Robbing is good or bad?
Robbing is bad.
Bad.
Yeah.
Raping a girl is good or bad?
No, bad.
Bad. Okay, now I am asking you a question. Logically, I suppose happen to be the biggest mafia. Hypothetically. I am a big robber. You prove to me logically and scientifically. I am a very logical person. I am a scientific person. I am a logical person and scientific person. You prove to me why robbing is bad for me and I will stop robbing. Only one reason you give me, one good reason why robbing is bad for me and I will stop robbing.
It hurts others. It hurts people.
It hurts others. What difference does it make to me? If it hurts, if I rob 1,000 riyal, it is benefiting me. I can see movie, I can go to a 5-star hotel. What difference does it make whether it hurts others? Does it hurt me? I told you, prove to me why it is bad for me, not for others. I am least bothered about the others. Why is it bad for me? When I am robbing 1,000, if it hurts him, no problem. What difference does it make to me? If it hurts somebody else, does it make a difference to me? I can enjoy, I can see movie, I can eat chicken biryani. I asked you, give me one logical reason why it is bad for me, not why it is bad for others. I am a big mafia, I am powerful, I am a scientific person, logical person. Prove to me one good reason, logical, why robbing is bad, I will stop robbing. Come on, another try, brother. Another try. One more try. Why it is bad? No answer. No answer. Try. There are 20, 30.
Once we come to the society, we have to face them.
Okay, once we come to society, you have to face them. I'm facing them. What's what? Why it is bad for me?
The society won't respect us.
What difference does it make whether respect or not? I can eat chicken biryani. I can go and see a movie. I can go to a 5-star hotel. What difference does it make to me if society respects or not? So logically, you cannot prove at all why robbing is bad. With all your science and technology, you cannot prove robbing is bad.
So
therefore, what is good, what is right, you require a creator to tell you. You require a doctor to tell you what food is good, what food is bad. This fruit is poisonous, this is healthy for you. Apple is healthy for you, wild berries are poisonous for you. A doctor tells you. There's no better doctor than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, logically speaking. But I am asking a simple question now, brother. Don't you think that there should be justice? Brother?
Yes.
Justice. Someone should punish him or not? Raping is good or bad? There are many people who rape. They rape the girls. No, nothing. The law cannot catch them. So don't you think he should be punished? Yes or no?
Yes.
But there are many people you see in this world who are big mafias, they die comfortable, that they are rich, they are millionaires. There should be some justice. The reply is given by Creator. Surah Al-Imran, chapter number 3, verse number 185. Allah says, Kullu nafsin dhaikatul maut. Every soul shall have a taste of death. But the final recompense will be on the day of judgment. This life is just mere chattels of deception. If there is no life after death, this life is of injustice. What we say that the total justice would be on the day of judgment. Our Creator Almighty God will give justice unless there is life after death. You cannot prove robbing is bad. You cannot prove raping is bad. Unless there is life after death, no humanity, no book on humanity, no Mother Teresa, no Mahatma Gandhi can prove robbing is bad without the concept of life after death.
The crudest people, the cruelest people on the planet have always been talking about God, isn't it so? Yes or no? All the warmongers in the world have been talking about God, isn't it so? And God has been helping them. See, The moment you believe something, you have a new kind of confidence. That's the biggest problem. When idiots become very confident, the world is in danger. An intelligent person is constantly hesitating with life. With every step he wonders whether what he is doing is okay or not. But a fool has absolute confidence. And when his stupidity gets stamped by God, that's it. No looking back. Just can go on doing the most idiotic things without any problem about it.
Only obey Allah, only follow Allah. Don't obey the laws of man. Don't obey the law of the land.
If the law of the land is Islamic, we will respect the law of the land.
What if it's not
If
Islamic?
it's not Islamic, then the law of the land and those who make it can go to hell, quite honestly, because Allah said in
my
the Quran, in chapter 33, verse 1, He said, "O Prophet, fear Allah and do not obey the disbelievers and the hypocrites." You can't obey him, so he can go to hell.
Do you think I should go to
let me
hell
tell you
because
something.
I'm a non-Muslim?
You're on your way to the hellfire. All non-Muslims are destined for the hellfire.
Do you really believe
And
that?
yes, but the fact is that you have an opportunity to change.
The very nature of your intelligence is such that if you do something stupid today, tonight your intelligence will bother you, why did I do this? Isn't it so? But if you get God's stamp on your stupidity, you don't have to turn back and see. You can do grossest things on the planet and not bother about it, feel very proud that you're anyway going to go to heaven because you did all this nonsense.
So guys, let's conclude this video and let's answer this question of Zakir Naik. So in this hypothetical and imaginary situation, you are a biggest mafia and a big robber, and I have to prove to you why robbing is bad. So first part of my answer is, why be hypothetical? I mean, why? When we have the real and authentic interview of a world famous successful robber. His name is Frank Abagnale, and based on his life story, a famous Hollywood movie, Catch Me If You Can, was made. Loved it, must watch. His character was played by Leonardo DiCaprio. In November 2017, he gave a talk at Google. Let's see a 3-minute clip where he answered your question.
You know, people always say to me, you were brilliant, you were a genius. No, I was an adolescent, and that was why I was successful. I was so young that I had no fear of being caught. I was so young that I didn't think about consequences. Everything I did was not premeditated. Everything was done by opportunity or by chance. So if in fact I was standing out in front of a bank in Manhattan with a $500 check, there was never a plan. I didn't say to myself, I'm going in, cash this check. If they say this, I'll do this. If they do this, I'll do that. I just went in and did it. And I felt that there was nothing I couldn't do. I had tremendous confidence in myself, but everything was for a reason. So I saw that airline crew. I never dreamed about getting on planes or staying in hotels around the world for free. All I saw was a uniform and said to myself, if I had that uniform on and I walked in a bank, it would be a lot easier to cash a check than me walking in as just some young kid. So the whole thing was to get a uniform and do that. But then I quickly realized the power of that uniform, how it turned from night to day. No one ever said no when I walked in to cash a check, even though there was no bank account there or anything else. All they saw was the uniform that didn't see me. And I realized very early on the power of that uniform. And then I realized I had gone to the TWA ticket counter, just like he showed in the movie. I was going to purchase an airline ticket, and the ticket agent said to me, are you riding for free or are you buying the ticket? And I said, riding for free? Yeah, you on the jump seat? And I learned about the jump seat, so then I flew around the world for free. Everything I did by chance. I moved into an apartment complex in Atlanta. I said I was a doctor because I didn't want to write down airline pilot. They were looking for me with that airline pilot, so I said I was a doctor. I said pediatrician because it was a singles complex and there were only single people living there. And then I met a doctor who lived there, and then he took me up to the hospital, and I met people, so I ended up at the hospital. I dated a flight attendant whose father was the Attorney General in Louisiana. I had told her that I had gone to law school, but I never practiced law. Instead, I wanted to be a pilot and got furloughed from the airline, so she introduced me to her dad, and I went to work. Everything was all these opportunities, but always the confidence that I could pull it off, and that became just from age. How could I tell you my life was glamorous? I cried myself to sleep till I was 19 years old. I spent every birthday, Christmas, Mother's Day, Father's Day in a hotel room somewhere in the world where people didn't speak my language. The only people that associated with me were people who believed me to be their peer, 10 years older than I actually was. I never got to go to a senior prom, high school football game, share a relationship with someone my own age. I always knew I'd get caught. Only a fool would think otherwise. The law sometimes sleeps, but the law never dies. I was caught. I went to some very bad places. My boys have grown up asking their mother, why is it that Dad gets up in the middle of the night and goes down to the TV room? Because you know he doesn't turn the TV on. He just sits there all night. That's because there are things you can't forget, things you're not meant to forget.
Damn, this is a story of a successful robber who performed con worth $2.5 million before his 19th birthday, which was in 1967. But the key thing worth mentioning again is that even after serving 5 years in prison, turning down the pardon of his crime from 3 US presidents and working for FBI for 32 years, he still can't sleep properly. Okay, now wait, that's not all. Mr. Zakir Naik may say, prove to me logically and scientifically why robbing is bad for me.
Why is it bad for me?
Okay man, okay. I'm not done with the second and final part of the answer. And after proving this, let's ask a question to him. And a question is killing a person just because he has left the religion of Islam, his beliefs, is it also bad, or is it okay to kill? So, the logical and scientific answer on why robbing is bad for Zakir Naik is that after committing an act of robbery, you Zakir Naik, you will end up feeling guilt, you will end up feeling shame and remorse. It was the guilt and shame of Frank Abagnale which usually woke him up in the middle of the night. In his own words, he says, there are things you cannot forget and there are things you are not meant to forget. Let's explore guilt and shame little further and let's see what the scientific community and expert say about our emotions. Guilt is an incredible powerful emotion. There is a wide range of things to feel guilty about. Guilt, the crippling emotion, my goodness, by psychcentral.com. The truth, however, is that guilt is the greatest destroyer of emotional energy. It leaves you feeling immobilized in the present by something that has already occurred. And this sounds like a story of Frank Abagnale. Heal thyself. Is guilt a toxic emotion? The renowned American psychiatrist Carl Menninger once said, if he could convince his psychiatric hospital patients that their sins were forgiven, 3 out of 4 of them could walk out the next day. So this is the power which emotion has on us, which could land us, maybe not in the psychiatric hospital, but those emotions would definitely cripple us emotionally. And this is exactly what many robbers go through. Did you know that an average person has about 12,000 to 60,000 thoughts per day? And out of these thousands of thoughts, 80% were negative and 95% are exactly the same repetitive thoughts as the day before. It is as per an article published in 2005 by National Science Foundation. So, Mr. Naik, when you have up to 60,000 thoughts per day, and most of them are negative, and they will keep on repeating each and every day, which is the case with Frank Abagnale, how are you going to get rid of it? Your answer was that you can enjoy movie, you can enjoy chicken biryani, but that is a very weak and flawed argument. If your argument had any iota of truth, Frank Abagnale would not be waking up in the middle of the night. He had more than chicken biryani. He had more than movies. Now, a counter question I would like to ask to you, Dr. Zakir Naik, and all my Muslim brothers. Is killing an apostate, is it good or bad? Is murdering a person just because he has left Islam and chose another religion, is it good or bad?
No answer. No answer. No answer.
Of course, killing people just because they have left Islam, it's bad. To me, this question resembles the end part of the Harry Potter series where the Dark Lord says, "Come join us or die."
Harry Potter is dead. From this day forth, you put your faith in me. Harry Potter is dead! And now is the time to declare yourself. Come forward and join us. Or die.
Just like Dark Lord, Allah too mentioned in Quran and Hadith that whoever changes his Islamic faith, kill them. It's mentioned in Quran, Surah number 4, verse 89. It's mentioned in Sahih Bukhari, volume number 4, book 52, verse 260. It's mentioned in Sahih Bukhari, volume number 9, book 84, verse 57. The Allah in these references reveals, if the Muslim turn away from Islam, kill them wherever you find them. The vision of Eastwind is to empower everyone. I'm not going to throw numbers and run away. Here's the proof number 1. Let's go to altafsir.com, a website by Muslims. Let's go to the Tafsir, Surah number 4, verse 89. Let's read it. They long they wish that you should disbelieve as they disbelieve, so that you and they would be equal in unbelief. Therefore do not take friends among them, associating with them, even if they should outwardly manifest belief, until they emigrate in the way of God, a proper emigration that would confirm their beliefs. Then if they turn away, here is it. Then if they turn away and remain upon their way, take them as captives, slay them wherever you find them, and do not take any of them as Patreon to associate with or as a helper to assist you against your enemies. For proof number 2, let's go to sahih-bukhari.com, a website by Muslims. Volume number 4, book 52, verse 260. Ali burned some people and this news reached Ibn Abbas, who said, "Had I been in his place, I would not have burned them." As the Prophet said, "Do not punish anyone with the Allah's punishment." No doubt I would have killed them, for the Prophet said, "If somebody, a Muslim, discards his religion, kill him." Proof number 3, in the same website, sahih-bukhari.com, volume number 9, book 84, verse 57. I would have killed them according to the statement of Allah's apostle. Whoever changes his Islamic religion, kill him. So this is Islam, a religion, a way of life designed by Allah for Muslims. So will a practicing Muslim who kills an apostate, will he feel guilt? Will he feel shame? Will thousands of thoughts bother him day after day? The answer is no, because this book has stamped and approved the killing of apostate. And as Sadhguru rightly says, when the idiot becomes confident, the world is in danger. So my Muslim brothers, having seen all these references and proof, you must ask yourself this question. Is Allah a divine entity or is he a devil? So guys, if you have a different perspective or some mind-blowing thoughts or arguments, we would love to feature those in part 2 of the video. So do drop your comments. The vision of Eastwind is to empower people with knowledge and enable them to stand up against these intellectual and religious bullies. Their superiority must be challenged, and it is very easy to do so. There is a statement by Sadhguru, if you remember, that once people start asking logical questions, heavens will collapse. religions will collapse. Such logical question will challenge and shatter their superiority and bullying behavior, and I am up for this challenge. But in this process, I need your help. I need your support, because Eastwind and its work is not supported by YouTube monetization policy, and this is why we are dependent on crowdfunding by the like-minded visionaries. And guys, once we reach this goal of 200 patrons supporting us, we will be able to make 4 to 5 videos a month and launch Eastwind in 2 other languages, Hindi and Urdu. My grand vision is to produce my work in 15 other languages. If you resonate with my vision and its need, do consider becoming a monthly Patreon. And finally, to make this video trending, kindly share it, kindly retweet my tweets. It takes few hundred of tweets to make a video trending. And thank you guys for watching.